Good morning and welcome to another It's Coffee Time with Andrew. This is episode 82. We're starting to get up there, getting close to 100. This is the day before New Year's, so I would imagine we could consider this the New Year's edition or a recap of last year. And I have quite a few books on my reading list. I'm going to just go over a few that I read last year to start things off with. Tale of Sales. I read that every year about this time. Last book I read. Quick read through that one. And here's the last one I really spent a lot of time studying. Comparative Strategy, Michael Porter. Book I've been wanting to read for a couple of years. Finally got around to it. Statistical Method, Schuhart. Very interesting book. Tiny little book. Not easy. And you always know if a book is good by how much it influences your day-to-day behavior and your standard thought process, as well as incorporating it into your other business processes. And here we go. This one right here, The Effortless Experience. This book, yep, that's the one, really has changed how I think about things. And I've incorporating it into a lot of my writing. I have started developing new charts, flow charts, and other types of charts, really based on this book. Here's a little book you may have remembered me reading through. Verbal Art as Performance. What a great little book. Really, again, influenced how I think about writing and storytelling, as well as culture. And an interesting book, again, one that got me thinking. I always enjoy reading about Deming, Edwards Deming. This is also a very good book, and it's information or the theories and ideas in this book have also made it into my writing. And The Lean Startup, again, another very good book. I'd recommend everybody starting a business or even that has a business and has been in business for a while read this book. And again, it's influenced how I approach business solutions or business experiments, we could say. I have also been reading quite a few published articles online, and they too are making their way into my writing. As you know, this is the time of the year that I do goal setting, and I was planning on writing an article for the end of the year. I was planning on publishing it today, but as often happens, my articles turn into rather large chapters. So the article I was going to do, I believe, is going to be in a chapter all by itself. It is a chapter in a book. Probably the next book, well, I'm working on a book now. The one after this next book, it'll be in there. And it is about goal setting. And if you've seen any of my other videos recently, you'll know that that is one of my 7 points of becoming to being, is the rhythm of progression. And that is progression from one state to another, or from mini goal to bigger goals. This year, my goals they don't seem as ambitious as they usually are. I have a couple that I am planning on working towards. Actually, I've already started both the writing, the practicing, and finding venues for them. So it's pretty common for me to start a little bit early before the new year when I'm working on a goal. Some of it's just preparatory to see if it's feasible. And some of it is exploratory to see if I really want to do it. I have some new strategies in place for accomplishing goals this year, and we shall see how those go. If they go well, I will incorporate them into that one chapter I'm working on goal setting. What I found is that last year's goal, so one of the things I do when I'm setting goals is I go back and I look at a year, 2, 3, 4 years back and see what I accomplished, what was easy, what was difficult, what I didn't ever get done. So what I have found is that goals that only rely on me, even if they're rather ambitious, I tend to do. If they rely on other people and require other people to put in a significant amount of input, doesn't have to, yeah, I'd say significant amount of input. It hinges on other people's involvement. Those goals tend to not get done nearly as often or to be completed as efficiently as when it's just me doing it. So last year I rebuilt several of my websites with new software. That was one of my goals. I also built a learning program, a course with a learning management system. That was interesting and took a bit of effort. So those were a couple of the larger goals. And then I had some other ones that I was starting a new business that really depended on some other people cooperating. Not much, but they needed to cooperate, which that one did not work out so well. Okay, I believe that is going to do it for this little bit of New Year's. I may hop back on and do a live stream this evening, not sure. Well, all depends how I feel and what I'm doing. But that is it. I am wishing you the very best in life, the best next year ever. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.